Alright folks, let's talk about something that's got a lot of people talking, the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's a huge deal in Christianity, like the main event everyone's waiting for. Imagine the biggest, most epic comeback ever. That's what we're talking about.
Now, the idea of Jesus returning to earth isn't just some random story. It's woven throughout the entire Bible, from the Old Testament prophets to Jesus' own words in the Gospels. It's like a puzzle where all these different pieces point to the same event.
But why is it such a big deal? Well, Christians believe that Jesus' second coming will be the ultimate victory of good over evil, a time of judgment and the beginning of a new era. It's a message of hope and a reminder that this world isn't all there is.
So, what does the Bible actually say about how this whole second coming thing is going to go down? Well, there are a lot of prophecies and verses about it, but let's focus on some of the key points. First off, Jesus himself said that no one knows the day or hour of his return, not even the angels in heaven. He compared it to a thief coming in the night. You never know when it's going to happen. But he did give some signs to watch for, like wars, natural disasters, and false prophets popping up everywhere. Then there's the book of Revelation, which is like the grand finale of the Bible. It's full of wild imagery and symbolism, but it also talks about the second coming in detail. It describes Jesus returning with his angels, defeating the forces of evil, and establishing his kingdom on earth. And check this out. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. Revelation 21:1. Talk about a game changer.
Now, even though most Christians agree that Jesus is coming back, there are different interpretations of how it's all going to play out. Some folks take a more literal approach to the prophecies, while others see them as symbolic.
For example, some groups believe in a pre-tribulation rapture, where true believers will be whisked away to heaven before things get really bad on earth. Others believe in a post-tribulation rapture, where Christians will go through the tribulation period alongside everyone else.
And then there's the whole debate about the Antichrist and the mark of the beast. Some people think these are specific individuals or symbols that will emerge in the end times, while others see them as representations of evil that have always existed throughout history.
It's important to remember that these are just different interpretations. No one knows for sure how it's all gonna go down, and that's okay. The important thing is that we're open to different perspectives, and we focus on the message of hope and love that Jesus preached.
Gap 3S. Now, let's dive into a podcast discussion about the second coming. John, what are your thoughts on the different interpretations of the end times? John, well, it's fascinating, really. The diversity of interpretations shows just how rich and complex biblical prophecy is. Some people interpret the book of Revelation literally, seeing it as a detailed roadmap of future events. Others take a more allegorical approach, viewing it as a symbolic narrative about the eternal struggle between good and evil. It's important to respect these different viewpoints because they all contribute to a deeper understanding of the scripture. Narrator Mary, do you have any insights on how these prophecies impact our daily lives? Mary, absolutely. The prophecies about the second coming can have a profound effect on how we live our lives today. For many, they serve as a moral compass, guiding their actions and decisions. The anticipation of Jesus' return encourages people to live more righteously, to be more compassionate, and to focus on what truly matters. It's not just about waiting for a future event, it's about transforming our lives in the present. Narrator, that's a great point, Mary. The idea of the second coming isn't just a distant hope, it's a call to action in our everyday lives. And that's something we can all reflect on regardless of our individual beliefs about how the end times will unfold.
So you might be thinking, Joe, this is all well and good, but why should I care about something that might happen who knows when? Well, I'll tell you why.
First off, the idea of a coming judgment should make us think about our own lives and how we're living them. Are we living in a way that's aligned with our values? Are we treating others with kindness and compassion?
Second, the prophecies of the second coming give us hope for a better future. The world can be a messed up place, but knowing that there's something better coming down the road can give us the strength to keep going.
And finally, it's a reminder that this life isn't all there is. There's a bigger picture, a cosmic story that we're all a part of. And that, my friends, is something worth thinking about.